This is Allison in her pretty dress for her special day. Because what have you accomplished?
I accomplished finishing kindergarten.
Kindergarten. And do you know how good you did in kindergarten?
I was better than most of the kids in the class.
You were better than 99.99% of kids in the class. You got the highest test scores you can possibly get. You cannot test any higher than you tested. So what are we going to do tonight since you're such a genius?
We're going to Taco Bell with Grandpa and Gigi.
We're going to Taco Bell.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, not Taco Bell. Why do I keep saying Taco Bell? I mean Chili's.
Chili's. Oh, and who chose Chili's?
Me.
That was your choice. What are you going to have at Chili's?
I love the cheeseburgers.
Cheeseburgers at Chili's. You are a cheap date, my love. I like it. All right. Well, congratulations to you on graduating kindergarten. You did it early and you did it at the top of your class. Are you going to be a doctor one day?
Well, I do want to be a veterinarian.
Do you know what I found out? I've been trying to convince you to be a doctor so that you could write Daddy medicine, and I found out that's not even legal. My doctor friend told me you're not legally allowed to write medicine for your family. That's crazy. My whole plan has been foiled. I'm sure there's like some exceptions, like antibiotics and stuff, but all the fun stuff you can't write. So maybe you should be an attorney. That'll probably be more helpful for Daddy. Would you like to be a lawyer?
I don't even know.
You don't want to be a lawyer?
I don't even know what a lawyer is.
A lawyer is a person who defends people's rights against the government. So, like, for example, if the police came in here and arrested Daddy and took him away, then a lawyer would help Daddy not to go to jail.
Okay.
That's a good job, right?
Yes.
See?
Do you know what the jobs that I really want to do that seem really fun?
What jobs seem fun?
Like, well, being a veterinarian and digging for dinosaur bones, I like doing.
Being a veterinarian is a good job. Digging for dinosaur bones sounds like fun, which would make you an archaeologist. But the bad news is that they don't tell you is that the archaeologists really don't do any of the digging. They really just study maps and documents and stuff. All the digging's done by like slave labor. So
Well, I still want to do the digging.
it's not like Indiana Jones. You're not going to get to do any digging. Once somebody else finds something, so the other people stay out in the sweltering heat, digging for hours and days and weeks. And then if they uncover something, then you get to go be the first person to look at it and analyze it and maybe help finally remove it. But just like aimlessly digging through the dirt, that's not going to be your job.
No, I really like to study about dinosaurs and digging for bones.
I don't know how much we're still finding dinosaurs at this point anymore. I don't know how much time is being invested in that.
Well, I did at one of the places that we went. There was like this kids museum thing, and when we went to the dinosaur part, there were these tools, and there's this sand part with like bones tied in there, and we could dig in there to find the bones.
Yeah, they've got that set up to where it's really fun when you're at the place, but that's not a very good representation of reality.
Yeah, well, it does.
What do you think about rocket science? Would you like to design rockets to send people to Mars?
No, but I would
No?
like. But
Would you like to be a Martian? Would you like to live in a Mars colony? No, not so much.
well, Daddy you did say one time that like in 40 years or something, the world would explode.
Well, no, it's not 40 years. It's like billions of years. It's not going to explode, but the sun is going to swell up and become a red giant, and it's going to incinerate Earth, unfortunately. Earth will get it.
Be dead by then?
Will our species, or will we?
You mean like
You and I will have long been gone. But your kids to the billionth power might still be living here. But not if Joe Biden gets elected again. Then we're all doomed.
Well, what I wanted to do, I wanted to go on a rocket ship with you, Adam, Mommy, and Paul, and me, and fly the rocket ship all the way to the moon.
Yeah, what are we going to do when we get to the moon? It's pretty empty.
Well, if at least there's one planet that's not the sun and that is not Venus, because that's starting hot.
Well, Venus is very hot. You're right.
Yes, I just want to go to a planet with all of you guys to somewhere that at least has enough human stuff for humans to live there.
Can we go to a planet that humans can live on, but there are no other humans there?
Yes.
That would be great, right? Do you know which planet is closest to the sun?
Mercury? Mercury.
Do you know which planet is the hottest planet?
Venus?
That's right, Venus. Is Venus, so Mercury, what comes after Mercury?
Mercury, Venus.
That's right. So Mercury, so tell us something, kindergartner. Mercury is closest to the sun, but it's not the hottest planet. Venus is the hottest planet.
I think there's like something that keeps it cold.
Why is Venus hotter than Mercury, even though Mercury is closer? Do you remember? You got it right. Venus is hotter.
I have zero clue what you just said.
Why is Venus hotter than Mercury?
I forgot.
Because Venus has a very dense atmosphere that surrounds the planet, which traps greenhouse gases and the solar radiation. And so even though Venus is further away from the sun, it's actually hotter than Mercury because of its atmosphere. That's why it's very cold on the moon. It has no atmosphere. Our atmosphere is what helps keep our planet sort of insulated. Without our atmosphere, we would be fucked.
What would happen? Would it all turn into a sweltering heat planet?
Well, if we didn't have an atmosphere, we'd have no oxygen, so we would die in about 30 seconds of no breathing. We would be completely exposed to solar radiation, and we would have no temperature control. So during the day, I can't remember. We're close enough. It might be sweltering hot during the day. I can't remember. But at night, it would be minus probably 300 something degrees and extraordinarily cold. So we would all die at night, like day one. It would be a wrap. But the much bigger problem would be the lack of any breathable air.
Well, I know that we can't breathe in space, so that's why astronauts have spacesuits.
That's right. They have to carry their own oxygen.
The oxygen tank?
That's right, an oxygen tank.
Ew.
Do you know what happens if an astronaut takes his helmet off in space?
He would die?
He will die a horrible, terrible death. His eyes will blow out of his head. If you look up what happens to you, if you get out of your spacesuit, it's pretty gory stuff. The human body is not designed. Are you right there? Don't die on camera. Well, I guess it's better if you die on camera than not on camera, because then at least I won't get arrested. Somebody in my audience is like right now in the comments, "Oh my God, I can't believe he just said that to his daughter. He's a monster." Do you think Daddy's a monster?
No.
Some of my fans think Daddy is a monster. They think I'm just destroying your life. Your little girl is terrified of you, they said. Remember when we were at Planet Fitness and Daddy started yelling at the people who made you cry? Mm-hmm. Did that scare you?
Well, yes, a little, because I get scared when you yell.
Of course you get scared when I yell.
Because I get kind of scared with loud noises around me.
Any loud noises make you a little bit scared?
Yes.
Do you feel safe when you're around Daddy?
Well, yes.
Do you think Daddy will protect you from any danger that ever comes after you?
Yes.
That's right. That's why Daddy gets angry when somebody makes you sad or hurts you.
Oh.
And I completely lose my cool. But now I have a better gym. So it worked out. All right, we'll check back later. What are you wearing? What is that one? Is that John. Terry John for Jackie Freeman? Something like that? Terry Freeman. Huh?
John Freeman. No,
Terry
John for...
What is the deal with this brand?
Can't remember.
Well,
Stuck in my brain.
It's something
Ricky
really.
Freeman. Terry John for Ricky Freeman.
Terry John for Ricky Freeman. Look at look at how beautiful that pattern is on that dress.
What about mine?
Well, we got yours, Goofy.
And it is perfect and beautiful.
And it is beautiful. But so finally she's getting ready to a chance to wear. Oh my God, you did it. These are my freaking favorite heels I've ever bought her. Why can I not zoom? These are Versace. I found out that's how you say it. Dua Lipa butterfly heels. And that the part right there at the top that's all wound tight, you can actually wind all the way up the ankle. These heels are super sexy. So for those feet lovers in the audience, you were getting a nice treat. Boy, man, that just made my freaking day seeing those come out of there. All right, well, I guess let's see, what do we got? Oh, the Oscar de la Renta butterfly earrings. Now, I think the pearls came out of a vending machine.
No, they didn't.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Where did they come from?
They came from, I don't remember. I know they came from a lady that I knew when I was young. She gave them to me for a graduation gift.
But they're not really pearls.
They're not cheapy pearls.
Well, they're not cheapy, but they're not like. What are the good ones called? The Mickey Moto. What are they?
Swarovski.
Whatever. I'm yammering about nothing. All right. Well, it's a beautiful dress. Turn sideways. Let's see the profile. Look at that ace. And you fit in it. Your back didn't get too big. We got lucky with this one.
No,
Did you try other ones on to find out that they don't fit?
No.
This was the first attempt?
I just pulled this one out.
Already. Tell me when.
It's already going.
It's already going?
Yes.
So I have selected this very tight-fitting shirt. I have to basically buy shirts that are extremely tight up here in order to fit around my midsection. I've got the Louis Vuitton Baroque shoes on to go with the Louis Vuitton belt that matches my Louis Vuitton wallet. I was going to wear my new Gucci dress shirt, but since my daughter chose Chili's and I'm almost certainly getting ready to go eat a rack of ribs, it seemed like a decidedly bad idea to eat barbecue in a $750 white dress shirt. So this is what Dad's working with tonight. Thank you, baby.
No, this is holding my arms. I didn't know.
This is Allison's graduation party. Gigi, say hi.
Hi.
This is my stepmom, Gigi. This is my old man.
Hello.
Say hi.
Howdy.
And my son,
Hey guys.
as you already know. So we have at Chili's having a little graduation party, as I described earlier, for my daughter. Luckily, I did not get the rack of ribs all over myself, but the MK definitely gave me the appetite to finish it. So I figured I would at least get my folks in the shot because I've talked about them enough on the channel. So now you guys can see. I've got me and my dad have the same haircut now. There you have it. What's that?
Mine was like my hair.
Oh my God! You hear what I have to put up with? How old were you when you cut that?
Got my hair this short?
Yeah,
Probably 60.
60.
Yeah.
So and you cut it because it was going gray, right? That's why you cut it.
No, I decided I got tired of being long like it was, so I had the barber cut it short just so I could see what it looked like, and I've been cutting it ever since.
See, that's exactly what I've been is get away from having to take care of my own hair, and so far, everyone in the comments likes the new do.
I just got my hair cut today.
Yeah. All right, we'll check. I think my wife is outside right now getting a cap and gown for the graduation event, the kindergarten graduation event. So I'm sure I'll have some more video when she gets her cap and gown on. There she is, graduation girl.
You need to go get your diploma.
Do you love it? Go, girl.
Go to Grandpa and Gigi.
Go.
Yeah, no kidding, boss. Very nice.
Can you hold that and let Daddy?
Let me see your diploma. Let me see your graduation. Congratulations on graduating from kindergarten. Look at me. Congratulations. This is the ridiculous things we do now. We celebrate kindergarten graduation. There's the truck for a little bit longer. Hopefully this will be gone soon. For those of you who are regulars on my vlog, you may recognize that this is my bed, or I should say our bed, which is where I'm making this video from. So that might give you some indication of how this evening went, which was decidedly better than the evenings prior to this evening. Although I feel quite certain there's plenty of work left to do. Hopefully this video today was a pleasant departure from all of the other misery that has been going on in my marriage. As I said in my live video, if you missed it today, that the commitment that I made to my audience when I started this channel is that I would be brutally honest and transparent. And I think that I've done that. You know, I sing the praises of my wife on this channel quite a bit. Our relationship is not perfect. I am an asshole. That should be abundantly clear by the way I treat people in my comment section that I don't like, the takedown videos that I make, like the trend rage that you guys see come out of me on a regular basis. It should logically follow that occasionally that shit lands on my wife. And that's what you've been watching unfold for the past 3 days, is a combination of ongoing marital problems that we've had basically from day one, with a heavy dose of trenbolone, mint, and her primobolan cycle all rolled into one. That shit makes for a very, very volatile situation. So while we probably look like insane people to the vast majority of you who are watching, I noticed that there was at least a couple of people in my audience who were taking some bit of solace in the fact that they're not the only ones in relationships that are as either crazy and fucked up, dysfunctional, whatever you want to call it, as mine is. But you know, for better or worse, however you want to view it, and there's a lot of people who've been in the comments saying that so-and-so needs to leave, you know, everybody's got an opinion, whatever. I don't know why you'd expect two people with the personality types that you see on the positive to not have extreme personality types on the negative. And that's the unfortunate thing about the world we live in, is everybody wants to have all the positives and none of the negatives. That's the whole thing we're trying to accomplish with these steroid cycles, is how do you get all the positives and none of the negatives? You just can't do it. And that's true of marriages and relationships too. You can't, there's side effects to everything. And so, just like with my steroid cycles, you know, when I experience side effects that are excruciating and miserable and brutal, I figure out a way to mitigate them. And in my marriage, when I have side effects that are miserable and excruciating and brutal, I try to find ways to mitigate them. So far, we've been able to mitigate them. There may come a day where one or both of us decides that it's not fucking worth it anymore. But it doesn't seem like that day is today. So, maybe tomorrow. What is the quote from Princess Bride?
Oh, the Dread Pirate Robert says, in the morning, good night, Wesley, something in the morning.
Good night, Wesley. You did a good job.
I'll probably kill you in the morning.
Sleep well. I'll probably kill you in the morning.
Something to that effect.
Something like that. That's basically our marriage. You know, every day is good night, dear. I love you. Maybe one of us will be dead in the morning. It's like, who fucking knows, dude? There's no telling. There's no telling what could happen tomorrow. So, if you care to find out, then we'll see you then.